feel like I was on point that time.
Welcome into the Bogey. Welcome in which snap? Welcome into the Bogey.
One of them.
One of them.
I just got to increase my snaps per minute. SPM.
Like that clap per minute guy. You ever see that dude?
Oh my gosh.
Dude, he's freaking awesome.
Ooh, Hunter's not bad at it.
I'm not good at it.
Here we go.
There you go, Connor. Yeah. Keep going. Faster.
Wow.
You can go
Okay.
faster than
Connor's
that.
pretty good.
You weren't even trying yet. You can go. You got more in you.
I can totally.
I want to see you sweat.
Oh, you lost it.
Yeah, you lost it, but you
I
were.
can't see. I held myself together.
Just creating
It's not
friction.
clapping.
Hey, you'll start hearing them. I was going faster than the speed of sound. You'll start hearing them in a second.
Sound like
Trevor?
a hummingbird. I won't even try.
Trevor, I think that with you could probably just kind of hold
Yeah,
your
if you
hands
just held
together
your
like this.
hands, it would just probably. He has shaky hands.
Yep.
I've got a dilemma that Liz and I can't figure out what to do,
Okay.
and so I need y'all's help.
You came to the right guys.
Yeah.
We're just two good guys.
So, yeah, I've talked to you a little bit about this dilemma. So I'm running my first half marathon on Saturday.
Yeah.
yes.
Right. So
I've
I was
heard.
already nervous about it because my legs have hit a wall. Basically, what was going on is I was doing really good in my training, and then we had some weeks where we filmed a lot, like when we went to Dallas and stuff like that. And when you film a lot, there's already like a heavy load on your legs.
Yep.
So it's tough to get the like speed work and runs in addition to that.
Very
so like
true.
some of those weeks I like stalled a little bit and like I would try to run and push myself through it, but then my legs, like I think I got to a point where like I really needed to be focusing a lot more on nutrition and weight to push past where I got to.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But my plan was like trying to still get me to push. So I still tried to push myself. And now my legs are not in shambles. Like I still think I can complete a half marathon.
They're shambolic.
But they're nowhere near, like I think I was in a lot better leg shape a month ago. Like
That's
a month
tough.
ago I was running like 10-minute mile easy for my long runs. Now I'm like 10:30, 10:40 and it's
You're
getting
just going through
tough.
a rough patch, man. And
So I'm in a rough patch, right? But I was like, I signed up for this half marathon in like December. It's in Williamsburg. Williamsburg is near the sea, the ocean. Should be pretty like sea level. Should be a great time.
yeah, it's pretty flat out there. I was just out there.
okay. I
Well,
understand.
see,
It's
that was my logic when I signed up.
Yeah.
I couldn't find an elevation profile
Oh,
for this
no.
anywhere. I
Oh,
searched. The only one I
no.
found was from 2015, and it didn't look bad. But they've changed the course since 2015.
You're running up.
So
Williamsburg
I
Mountain.
like said something to Jason, who works here, who a lot of times listens to the Banter, about this during our monthly meeting. And he lived at Williamsburg for a little bit because he was in the Air Force for a long time. And I said, so I was like, but it's in Williamsburg, so it's going to be flat. He's like, well, it depends on the spot, but yeah, it should be pretty flat. And I was like, I don't like that first part.
Yeah, don't say that, Jason.
And so he asked me if I like could find the elevation. I'm like, no, it's not anywhere. So I decided last night, I was like, I'm a deep dive. Because I need to know what I'm walking into.
Sure.
You don't want to just show up and like you run up your first hill
Yeah,
and you're like,
you gotta know
was
when to-
that the only hill
Right.
or am I about to do this up and down for all 13 miles? So I started doing some deep dives, and essentially what I have signed up for is apparently a very hilly, extremely challenging half marathon.
Oh, no.
Somehow.
Hunter, that's not good.
And well, what cued me was I went to their merch store,
no.
and they sell merch that says I finished on Fortitude Hill, and I was like,
Oh,
that's
no.
not like that shouldn't be good merch for what I want to be a flat marathon, half marathon. And so I start like looking into it, and like the last finishing stretch, it doesn't nowhere I can find how long this hill is. The last finishing stretch is just like straight uphill to the finish line,
okay.
and I was like, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
one
not-
hill at the
yeah,
end.
whatever.
So then I start looking into like some other sites that are like have like where people can like write their reviews, and I find this one woman who's like, this was my 8th marathon or half marathon, and it was by far the hardest.
Oh, gosh.
Like I didn't. There were several points where I didn't think I was gonna finish.
Oh, were both of her legs broken for this one?
No, she was like, I like
dang.
every time I got to the top of the hill, you could just see more hills on the horizon, and you just like you were never flat. Like there was no point in this race that you were running flat. And I was like, that's not good either. So then I found a dude who had like his Strava elevation run profile, and so I was like, great, this will show me like what I'm used to. But I couldn't access it, so I finally got into it, and it is basically like when I ran 10 miles the other day and I had to like walk apart at the end because it was so brutal, it was like 100 feet more elevation than that gained. So
You can
it's
do it.
basically
You
as
can do
bad as
It's
my
bullcrap.
worst run,
Listen.
but 3 miles longer.
Yeah, but listen, it's gonna be race day. You're gonna be pumped up. You know it's only
Well,
one
then
run.
I read more reviews.
No, you're pumped.
And like 2 other reviews were both like, do not do this if it's your first, second, or third half marathon.
Don't listen to that.
Experience
Don't
runners
listen
only.
to that. Don't listen to
I've
that.
never ran 13 miles in my life.
Don't listen
I've
to
only
that.
ran 10 miles.
Hunter, you are not backing out of this freaking half marathon.
Well, so here's what I was
you
thinking.
better not.
What I was thinking is I was like,
this is some bullcrap.
well, because I don't want my first half marathon. This is
You
me
are
personally.
gonna finish it.
No.
gonna
I know
finish
I'm
it.
going to finish it.
Yeah.
I don't want the first one to be me like crawling across the finish line.
Why?
But then it's even better to compare the next one to.
No, like I want my first one to be like I'm proud of myself at the end. I will
You're
not
gonna
be.
be
I
proud of
will not be
yourself.
proud of myself if I'm like limping across the finish
You
line and
won't
be like
be, dude.
I.
You
suck.
won't be.
Well, so what I'm considering is seeing if they'll let me switch to the virtual.
Oh my!
And running it
gosh,
on the
bro.
Blackwater Creek Trail.
That's a bunch of garbage.
How's that garbage?
That's garbage.
Because I'd
dude.
still run the half marathon.
You're
It
copping
would
out. You've trained for this.
But I haven't trained for the hills.
It does, Hunter. Yes, you have. You just said it yourself that what you normally run is pretty hilly.
It's pretty hilly,
You-
but I don't know what pretty
You can
hilly
do
is. Like I
this.
don't know what I'm
You
going
need to have
into.
self-belief. You need to go into Goggins mindset right
my
now.
legs-
and you need to tell yourself to shut up and say, "I'm going to do it."
But I don't want to have to walk, and I'm gonna have to walk.
No, dude. No, you've got that dog in you.
I don't.
Come on, Hunter. I'm
terrified.
You're breaking my heart right now.
It broke my heart last night. I'm terrified.
You need to just send it and just do it. And you're gonna do it. I know the competitor in you. You are capable of this.
But I don't want to get out there and like 8 miles in, I'm just limping.
You just have to take it. You just got to take it easy. Just aim for like 12 to 13 minute miles.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
That's like walking.
Yeah, no, it's okay. 12
That's what I'm
minutes.
saying. If I finish the race
You
and
are not-
I finish at a 12-minute pace, I'm not going to be happy with myself.
I think you will.
I won't.
I think you will if you realize
I'll be ashamed of myself.
You will if you look at the leaderboards and see that was actually a decent time considering how hard the course
Yeah,
was.
I'll be looking at the leaderboards and be like, wow, I beat a bunch of 75-year-olds with walking
You have
poles.
the wrong
Hunter,
mindset right now.
Just do it.
Yeah, you got.
Just do it.
you
Well,
just need to
no,
just
like
do
a
it.
month ago, I was like, I'm gonna do a half marathon, and I think I can get sub 2 hours. Like I
You
think
need
I
to
can
get
do
out
it
of
in
that.
9
You
minutes.
need to get out of that.
But that's what I'm saying is like
But you're
I
going
failed
on the,
myself.
what do they call
It's
it?
your-
I let myself
Mount
down.
Hill of Doom. What do
You're
they
gonna
call
have
it?
it. You're gonna
Fortitude
walk
Hill.
out of there with a
Fortitude
T-shirt
Hill.
that says "I finished on Fort
I'm
Hill."
not buying a shirt that says I finished on Fortitude Hill. Because you wear that out of context, it just nothing makes sense
No,
about
dude,
it.
you're gonna dominate, and you're gonna feel awesome about yourself. You have to do it. Everybody in
you're
this
gonna do
everybody listening to this podcast, comment right now, Hunter. You better do it. And
You
we need to
scumbag.
all
Say
be.
that
We're gonna
ad
all be
scumbag.
But
watching.
I don't want to I don't want to fail. I don't want to not finish.
And use that fear to motivate yourself.
But
When you're on mile 7 and you're
Yeah.
dying, think about how many thousands of people are going to be counting on you to finish that marathon, and it
Because
will
next
motivate
week
you.
on the
Marathon.
banter, we will be right here, and we'll
Yeah.
be ready to
Yeah.
hear.
yeah, I won't be
exactly.
here because I'll still be in the hospital getting IV fluid.
No, you got this.
I don't know if
You
I
got
do.
this.
I'm terrified,
You do.
man.
You've got this. You've got
Hunter,
this.
you did not tell us this information on this podcast for us to tell you you're right. Don't do it.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I told you because I don't know what to do because like
I know what to do.
my heart says
If you
like
chicken
I
out,
signed up for this in December.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna be
be so
more upset at
pissed.
myself if I don't do it.
I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the other
yeah,
side of me is like
exactly.
But how upset am I gonna be when I barely finish or if I don't finish?
You're
You
gonna
have-
be less
you got-
upset than
listen,
if you didn't do it.
you've
if
done
I
a good
don't
job.
finish, like we also have to drive 3 hours.
But you're not going into this like a complete like mess. Like
I'm a little
hold
bit of a
on,
mess.
But you've trained yourself. You are a good runner. You just had an off week. That's fine.
I've had
Just
an off
forget
like
about it.
3 weeks in a row.
You
The
had an
problem
off like
is,
3
You're
weeks in
gonna
a
be
row.
fine.
well, it's just I played too much disc golf
Frick this. golf, dude.
the weeks leading up because like I didn't have legs to run during the weeks.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna do it. You're gonna run that race.
I think
I'm
that
telling you
I
right
think
now,
the
you're
question
gonna
needs
run
to be
that race.
this. Your question isn't should I run the race or not, because you are not gonna be able to not run the race because we are gonna drive you there if you don't. And but your question needs to be how am I going to get ready for the race? Are you gonna rest or are you gonna
Gotta rest.
what
Well,
are you
I'm gonna
do?
run a little bit today at because like the problem is now that my resting rate of like or not my resting rate but like my easy run pace has gotten faster, but now my legs like because my cardio is still there. It's my legs, which is worse. I would rather be like wheezing, but I have all the legs
Yeah.
in me.
Yeah.
It sucks when I'm on mile 9 out of 10 and I just don't have the legs to go up the hill anymore. Like, because it doesn't matter if I'm breathing through my nose, I can't get up the hill. And I would still have 4 miles left. That's the scariest part. Is like I was in mile 9 and I'm running up this hill, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. Like I had to walk up the hill. And now I'm like, I'd have 4.1 miles.
You
left.
and I both know, though, Hunter. You and I both know from people who have done running and also just other like athletic feats. It is so much easier to convince yourself to quit when you're just running for practice.
But I didn't quit. I finished out.
But you walked.
I walked up
a
big section of the hill, and then I.
But that's what I'm saying.
Home
Like on game day, when it's like this is the race, the one that I've put this effort, I've driven to, you are gonna have a different gear, and you know it. You know it's true.
I hope I do.
You'll have a different gear, and
I don't think you understand how terrified. Because the other thing that sucks is like, I don't know.
Fear is a motivator. Fear is a motivator.
Like if it was
The best
local
motivator.
and I could just drive 10 minutes to it, and like
No, driving to 3 hours makes it even more of a motivator.
No, because I have to drive home with crampy legs that I just ran 13 miles. I had to get in the car for 3 hours.
You got this, man. You got this.
I'm terrified.
You're gonna run it. It's gonna be the best.
I have to agree with Trevor here. You have to do it.
Oh gosh.
Gotcha.
Shouldn't ask if you wanted to cop out.
No, I didn't want to cop out. I wanted to know because what's going to motivate me. What's going to motivate me is the fact that like if I don't run it now, I'm going to be made fun of.
Yes, big time.
Yes.
That's what I had to know.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't have a choice.
But I can't wait to see the picture of you whenever you finish it.
I'm not going to look good.
I am not expecting it.
Let me be clear. If there's not a picture sent to Conch Boys as soon as you finish that, I am going to kill you in real life.
It's gonna be.
The game is over.
You can just do one of those POV things where it's like mile 1, 6:58, mile 2,
yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want.
My goal, I think. So I've thought through this.
Those guys are animals.
I barely slept last night because I was just like going back and forth with wrestling. I was wrestling with myself of like, you have to do it. I know I have to do it, but I don't want to do it. But I know I have to.
This guy.
And I was like, what is my plan to finish? Like, how do I make sure I finish? And so my goal is, because like what I was saying earlier is like, now that I know where I've been, where my comfortable pace is like 10 minutes, running at like 11 or 12 minutes, it hurts. Like it is so hard for me to slow down that much. But like, that's what I have to do to start. So my goal is, I'm hoping they have pacers. And if they have pacers, I'm going to get behind the 2.5 hour pacer. Because that would be like 11:45 pace. And I'm going to just stay there for as long as I can bear. Hopefully like 4 or 5 miles at like a 12-minute pace. Because if I go 5 miles, 12-minute pace, and just see how I'm feeling. Because if I'm 5 miles in and then I'm like, dude, I still feel great. Then I can just try to like bang out the next 8 miles at a 10-minute pace and be like, yeah, that was sick. Because I also like, what if people writing these reviews didn't train on the train I trained on?
Very
so
true.
like they get out there and they're like, this is the hilliest thing I've ever seen,
Yeah.
but they're running flat roads.
Right.
I run a very hilly section.
You do.
Like when I run 10 miles, it is very hilly.
You're built for this.
But like, what if this is hillier? Like Williamsburg can't be hillier than what I run.
I just drove around Williamsburg like a month ago.
So here's the problem is, so you start at William and Mary, the college, right? And then you run through downtown Williamsburg for the first like
downtown Williamsburg is
2
so
miles.
flat. It's so flat.
You run through there for like 2 miles though.
Okay, but
and then you get on a
flat too,
paved trail through the woods.
Well, who knows what that's going to be? But
For
I'm
the
just saying,
next like out and back for the next like 10 miles. All you're seeing is woods and a 2-lane paved trail.
I can tell you those first 2 are going to be flat.
Then you get out to Busch Gardens.
That's
and
fun.
you turn around at Busch Gardens. Not in Busch Gardens, just like the outskirts.
It was flat out that way too.
And then you turn around. All I know is
I'm wondering where the hills are.
multiple people are saying that it is like a lot of people said the only thing that gave me like I was like, okay, that sounds good. Is one person was like, none of the hills are that long. They're just really steep.
That's not that bad.
And I was like, a really steep hill I can do.
Yeah.
Like if I say
Honestly,
really steep,
the
but
long,
I'm like
the long hills at a slight grade, those are the hard ones.
Yeah, like if it's because like the hill that I had to walk part of, you start it at about 9 miles, and it's like 0.8 miles or so. It's at the Lake Vista, you know, where you go down and up, where you used to live.
Yeah.
So I'd run down to Lake, like I run from my house out and around, and then I got to it about mile 9, and I have to run. It's from like there, and then you get up and you turn onto Cottontown, and then you keep coming up, and then
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you.
then it flattens, and then you run downhill.
Like, Lake Vista is so hilly. There is nothing like that out there.
I'm hoping that's not. That's what I keep telling myself. But I think it's gonna be better if I'm expecting like
Yeah, no, that's fine.
torture.
Yeah,
and then I get out there.
It's
I'm
fine to
like,
be mentally
oh,
prepared
You say
for
the,
that.
you say
like
the word.
hills.
You say the word. I can send you the link to my Skechers.
That's true. He does have a sneaky
I'm
link.
terrified, man.
Do you have your fast shoes? All the things that I saw online said that you wear your cushiony shoes for your training, and then whenever it's race day, you put on your fast shoes.
Not for a half marathon.
No.
If I was
put on
running a
your fast
5K or
shoes.
10K, I got some fast shoes.
He's got fast shoes. This
I
guy right
don't
here.
wanna-
You got your fast shoes?
Not for the half marathon.
But what are your fast shoes?
Nike Pegasus something.
Dang, dude.
Those are his fast shoes.
They're faster than the Saucony Triumphs that I run in.
Those are his fast shoes, man.
But yeah, it's scary. Because I was also looking, I was like, okay, well, if I don't run today, if I didn't run Saturday, what's the next half marathon I could run? And it's not till April at the
That's
Outer
just not
Banks. And I was like,
acceptable.
I don't want to have to stay in this.
At that
like,
point, a half marathon's not even going to be a big deal for you.
Yeah.
So
well, I don't
that's
want to
no
stay
fun.
on that like because I also running. I can only during the winter. I only have time to run right when I get home, and my runs have had to get progressively longer, obviously, and so it has become progressively more inconvenient for me to come home to my wife and son and be like, I got to get out the door. I'll be back in an hour and a half, and then like I have to go
Yeah.
run.
That was
sucks.
whenever you guys first started running. That was your big thing that you would say to me. Is like, it's only 15 minutes. You just go out. And you spend 15 minutes running.
If you're- Well, yeah. If you're running, I mean, realistically, if you're running even up to like 5K distance, like it's a very quick workout.
Yeah, like if I go run
But when
3
you're stretching
miles,
them
it's
out
like
there,
27 minutes max.
you're stretching it out.
But once you start getting like 4 or 5, and then you're doing like my speed workouts at the end, which I ended up not being able to complete some of these because again, like I would get my speed workout would be like 7.5 miles of like intervals, and so it would take you like close to 2 hours, hour and a half, because you have to like walk in between each one. And like if you like, there was a day in Dallas I was supposed to do a speed work, but we walked 8 miles on the disc golf course because we played like 3 rounds. So like, who is gonna walk 8 miles on a disc golf course and then come back and then be like, all right, I need to go do speed work? So that's where it let me down. Was like those runs were the runs I needed. Because if I was in as good shape as I was a month ago right now, there'd be no question. I'd be like, easy, I'll just go to 11-minute pace and I'm going to crush it. But now I'm like,
dude, January Hunter is going to show up on Saturday.
I hope
January
he does.
Hunter is
I
gonna
also
show
don't
up.
know, like, there were some people, I think originally I was like, I'm not going to bring any water with me because like there's water stations every 2 miles. They're supposed to have gels and stuff. But then I read a few reviews where people were like, there was nowhere near enough water for what I needed. And so I'm going to just bring, I train with my own water, obviously.
Holster up, baby.
I'm going to just bring my own.
Holster up.
I have a little like belt that has like the 2
Yep.
10-ounce water bottles and then my
Sounds
fanny
hot.
pack for my phone. I'm going to just bring that. That way I know I have what I've been training with.
Those belts are sick.
I know, because I like to take a few sips of water every mile. So I haven't trained going 2 miles every time. I don't want to switch that up. Because I like to drink like 2 ounces a mile.
Don't switch
Just
up,
like
man.
a few sips.
Don't switch up. Yeah, are you gonna gel?
Yeah, I use the Gatorade endurance gels.
You got a gel.
I only have mango left. It's the worst flavor.
Dang.
Frick. You better get
No,
that
but
sorted.
Sandwich.
It's still fine. I mean, when you're 50 minutes into your workout, you're not thinking, I need this to be incredibly
I don't
tasty.
know, dude. I think we need better vibes. What flavor do we need to get?
No, I'm fine. Mango's the worst one, but it's not that bad.
I'm going to get all the flavors tonight.
No, I'm fine.
Just take a guess on what
okay.
you think Hunter's favorite flavor would be.
Yeah, well,
Do you
name
want
the
me to read you
flavor. Yeah, read
So
me.
you have
Yeah.
mango, vanilla, blackberry, apple pear, I believe are the 4. And then, yeah, those are the 4.
Apple pear is your favorite.
That's second
I was going to
worst.
say vanilla
Dang
is your favorite.
That's my second favorite.
Oh, so
Vanilla
wow, it was
sounds
blackberry.
gross.
Blackberry.
Black-
Blackberry's incredible.
Blackberry
Interesting.
sounded like the best to me.
It's incredible. Vanilla's really good. It's just
Yeah,
like
it's
not
a
really
little
what
weird.
you want mid-run.
Yeah, it's a little too.
'Cause it's
little
very
too,
sweet.
a little too rich.
Very sweet. Yeah. All right, well,
Well, here's my problem.
I got to book a hotel.
Is that I've been doing these workouts, of course, and I realize they're just twice a week, so it's not like that big of a deal. I'm starting to get frustrated because I notice my legs are probably like more fit than they've ever been. The problem is I don't give a crap about my legs. My legs have never
The
been.
legs are the foundation, man. Come on.
My legs have never been anything but fit. My legs have always been very fit because I do a lot of activities where I either walk a lot or something, and the rest of me isn't very fit, so my legs work extra hard. And so my legs have never been a problem for me, but I really wish that it would disperse. I don't feel like I'm seeing the results I want to see. But I haven't been doing it for very long, so.
I was working out, like I said. I started working out mid-December, going to the gym at 193, 194 pounds.
I'm not even weighing myself. I should be.
You shouldn't be.
Okay.
I wouldn't touch the scale for a while because at the beginning, probably the first month, maybe. And I've been going to the gym 4 times a week minimum during this stretch.
I know what weight I was.
I did the first month. I maybe lost a pound because at that point you're gaining muscle and that weighs twice as much as fat.
Yeah.
But then in the next few weeks after, just shedded weight. Like I got down to 185. Like I lost like 7-8 pounds really quick.
But you're doing more like lifting stuff.
I'm doing
aren't you?
lifting, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing more fat burning, like cardio.
Lifting is how you burn fat.
Okay. I thought it was more so how you build muscle.
Well, that's building
but
muscle.
Wouldn't cardio burn more fat? No.
Lifting from what I was told, because I prefer cardio, but from what I was told, the reason I had to go to lifting, if I wanted to see some more results, I just wanted to be stronger too. But building muscle,
I think it replaces fat.
It replaces fat. And
And
you basically are creating a system that is going to be burning fat. Like it's like basically passive.
I forget what it is.
It's like there's a ratio of like you do this much lifting compared to this much cardio, and lifting. I've fallen in love with lifting a little bit because it makes you sore that first time or so, but then like it's not too bad, and I've seen better results lifting than I did doing anything else I've ever done. I've done running, I've done CrossFit, and lifting has been great. It's a great time. But you are doing a lot of lifting though in your workouts.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of muscle building, so I wouldn't like. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing.
Because there's something about like whatever. I'm gonna butcher this, but whatever is burned to build muscle. I think your body has to burn whatever's in fat, like whatever it needs to have the energy to build muscle.
I think when your muscles
Whereas
are like
cardio,
recovering and repairing, I think that burns fat.
Cardio, if you don't have enough carbs, it can burn muscle for energy.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have the right, then you can actually be losing muscle doing cardio.
I think here, let me look.
Which for
I
me,
definitely I should weigh myself because I definitely can tell like that I've lost weight specifically on my legs because I thought my legs were in pretty good shape, but like now even like looking at my legs, they're way thinner than if I would normally be sitting like this, where like your thighs would be all gooped up. But
this is cardio versus lifting. This is an article. It has pros and cons. So pros for cardio, it's easy to do. There's a low learning curve. It's a consistent weight loss method because with weight, when you're lifting weights, it can change a lot depending on what weights you're using and the muscles you're working on. Cons for cardio can be boring, and you can lose fat and muscle. It's an equal opportunity loser. Not only when you lose some weight by learning fat, but you also lose some muscle mass as well.
But that's where like I don't know. Cardio I would think of more as like
weightlifting,
cycling, running, like that kind of stuff. But I guess I'm not doing that. Like I'm doing a lot of running, and like our workouts we run every.
So this is
workout.
okay. So this is the big one. So pros of weightlifting. It says one of the biggest differences in cardio or weights is their effects on your body for the 36 hours after exercise. After doing cardio, the effect on weight loss is negligible once your heart rate returns to normal. However, one of the benefits of lifting weights is once you're done with your workout, your body continues to burn fat as your metabolism speeds up to aid your muscles and regeneration. So that's why I started lifting, is because you get that workout in and then your body is working. And that's where I've seen the biggest difference. And like the good thing about lifting is like you're just not out of breath the whole time.
Yeah,
like that's what I've enjoyed about it.
I think that's good for me because I have crap lungs, so I still do cardio. Like I still run to warm up for my lifts, but yeah, that was the biggest difference. And I have gotten stronger. Like it's been positive for me, but yeah, it's that 36 hours afterwards that I guess is where the difference is. But like I said, you're doing a ton of lifts in your CrossFit stuff to where like your body is definitely doing muscle repair. Like you're definitely building muscle. So like it's not like you're just, doing straight cardio. We're also doing like a lot of like push-ups and pull-ups.
Well, yeah, and that's building muscle. So yeah, I think you have a good mix.
I feel like I can tell a difference in my chest and my legs, but it's kind of the middle region that I was more concerned about.
Well, that's the thing about the middle region, like
that's eating.
You pretty much have to diet.
Yeah.
There's no way to get around it. unless you're in a pretty good caloric deficiency
Let
or
me
deficit
say something
rather.
to you guys. All right, I think that we should order those archery tag things because I
What?
played archery tag.
Oh,
Blue.
I
bow and
played.
arrows.
I played.
I gotta
archery
look one of
tag.
these up because I don't even know what we're
It's
dealing
literally
with.
just like
Marshmallow
an
on the
arrow
arrow.
with a big old like marshmallow thing on the end, and it was so much fun. And for those of you that don't know, it's basically like paint. You'd play the same way you play paintball, but instead of paintball guns, you have these like full size bows and like full size arrows as well. They just have foam tips, but they still like you can launch them. Like we're on like what is the size of like a paintball field with the same like inflatable bunkers and stuff, and I was shooting them all the way across the field, sniping people in the head, and it was so much fun, and it didn't hurt. Like a lot of the people were saying that it hurt worse than paintball. Maybe it's just because I could dodge it better, so I was less scared of it, but it did not seem to hurt that bad to me. But
Archery tag.
yeah, it was so much fun. It was.
Oh wow! Is it like a sports sport? Like is there like competitive archery tag?
Probably.
Oh my gosh, dude! So like in theory, you could string one of those up on like a pretty intense. Oh, there's
Got a crossbow.
archerytag.com.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Their slogan is "It's a hit."
The hardest thing is that
Experience the thrill.
you're running across the field. You shoot one, and while you're running and while you're hiding, you have to string up another
frick?
arrow. And like it's
Wait.
hard to get the little thing on the string, and you're like trying to do it. That's the difficult thing is that reloading is not super easy, especially whenever someone's running at you with an arrow pointed at your head, and you're like, I need to string this up right now, or I'm gonna get shot.
There's a location, Hat Creek Camp, Enterprise Drive. Apparently, they have archery tag.
Oh, that's fun.
Why have I heard of Hat Creek?
Because it's like it's off of Enterprise.
Where on earth would that be?
Appomattox has a place that does it. How much do these things cost? Like to get the tags.
get the arrows
a
and
10-player set. Oh, that's
10
gonna be
player?
expensive. That's
10 is a lot.
they're probably gonna like talk about a quote for that. There ain't no way. That thing comes with that comes with like inflatable bunkers and everything.
Oh,
That's ridiculous. I just want a bow and with some freaking marshmallows.
look it up on the Amazon.
Oh, here's an archery tag arrow. Are you gonna give me a price for that? Packages and pricing.
I'll Amazon.
Quick and easy financing. Yeah. How about we get
Yeah, let's
be like,
do an
hey,
Amazon
I gotta
kinda
go back to
thing.
my wife and be like, hey, are you cool if we finance? I just got pre-approved for a full archery
You can
tag
get
set.
this,
It's only $600 a month, but we're gonna
You
have
can get
fun.
this 8-arrow fiberglass bow and arrow for kids archery set for $22.
That doesn't
There you
look
go.
like the same though. That doesn't have the marshmallows.
It does. It has a foam tip.
I want more official.
Oh, here we go. These look a lot like the ones we were using.
Yeah.
$55 for a pack
Oh,
of
you
6.
can just you can get a 10-pack of arrowheads for $24.
Oh, these
and just
right here.
replace it on your current bow and arrow.
Oh, that's
set.
cool. That sounds scary.
Like don't sometimes
These ones right here are the exact ones we were using.
like what if your
Like
bow
they had like this can you see that?
Oh yeah.
They had like that tip on them. These are the exact ones that we were using. Like the same color and everything, and they're $55 for 6.
I want to play archery tag. I love that idea. I do wonder like yeah, it must be it's probably more like dodgeball than like paintball because like paintball is very much like war.
We could just get
where it's
marshmallow shooters.
ooh, those are fun because like paintball is more like duck
That
around
would be
cover,
fun.
spray shots. Like you can't really like if you're running, you better get to whereas I
No,
feel
it
like
is. You're aiming. Like you've got to.
right, but I'm just saying like archery tag. I feel like is more like dodgeball in the sense that you have a chance
yeah.
to dodge
You
the
can
arrow.
dodge it, yeah, for
and then
sure.
also once
I only
somebody
got shot once the whole time we were
Yeah,
playing. We
once-
played like 5 rounds.
once somebody shoots, like you have all the time in the world until they reload.
Yeah.
So, like,
you've
it's a
got to
very
get people
different
while
game.
they're not looking, or you've got to be close enough, or you got to pull it back to dart it at them to where they can't dodge it. Or my favorite thing is watching them just run across the field and just aiming a little bit in front of them. It's like the best. It was such a good
it feels
feeling.
like it'd be really tough.
Whenever
to hit
I
'em.
saw a kid running across the field and I just aim a little bit in front of him and just launch it and just see them go, and then just hit him freaking right in the chest.
we gotta
It was
figure
awesome.
out we gotta figure out who we gotta get in touch with. I don't know if you guys ever did it at school, but student activities used to run laser tag up at the paintball fields.
I never did it.
So
I hate that because I love laser tag.
I used to have some friends that owned. It was called Backyard Battlefield, I think is what they called it, and you could just like rent out their laser tags, and they would bring we did it for a youth group event. They would bring their like blow up stuff and everything, and we played in the gym. But it basically made it like a speedball set for like paintball.
That's what this was.
And then it might have been the same people because the guy does work for Liberty.
These people, so these ones, they put attachments on top of paintball guns. That's how you play laser tag.
This one, they
which
just
is awesome.
They had actual laser guns, and you wore the chest mount.
I think this one I can't remember if we had chest mounts or not, but it was really fun playing on the paintball course, and we played in the dark as well.
Yeah.
Pitch black dark.
I love laser tag.
It was really fun. The only problem is the guns would have issues sometimes, and we got robbed of a championship. So
Dang.
it was really sad time to be there, but laser tag's very fun.
I always had something going on whenever student activities.
The laser tag,
I hate that because I love laser tag.
The laser tag at Putt Putt Fun Center is not as bad as you would think it is. It's actually an okay time.
Gabby and I went there for her birthday like 4 years ago, and I just freaking destroyed a bunch of kids.
Yeah, it's not too bad. They have a decent little course in there, and you can see like the scores when you get out. Like, it's not too bad. Everything else I feel like is very mediocre at Putt Putt Fun Center, but the laser tag's okay. We used to have a place in Lancaster called Laser Dome. And
yeah, I think that they're that's like a chain, isn't it?
It might be. It was all they did though was laser tag, and there was an arcade outside, and that was like the birthday party. If somebody, I got to go to a couple, I think, and I mean that arena was so. First of all, they had like the best, most high tech laser guns. They had the fog going, so you could see the lasers.
Yeah, it's always fun,
which is very crucial. And
that's an important part
it was this
to me.
just big dome, and I mean. There's ramps, like you could be 20 feet up in the air, like so big. It was freaking huge.
There's like towers.
Oh yeah, and
that's how
it was
Myrtle
awesome.
Beach has.
Laser Quest.
No, it's not a chain.
We gotta get to a good laser tag place.
It's just a laser tag place, but it has like the forts.
Where's the nearest?
There's different modes you can put it in. Like you can do like team deathmatch, free for all, capture the flag, capture the bases.
Capture the base. The one there was one.
Because you like
you shoot the base,
and then once the base gets defeated, then it turns your team's color, and it's like every second you're holding. It was just like there's so many Call of Duty versions.
Oh, they have laser tag at FunQuest.
Yeah, it's not good. I don't
think.
say
it looks kind of small.
In Charlotte, there was a Laser Quest, and I think there was a laser. I've heard of Laser Dome, so I don't know.
Trevor's told us about it before.
Okay,
which might be it.
What is Mission? Okay, Mission Laser RVA in Richmond. So I like that it has laser in the title because that's what we're looking for.
Is it laser hair removal?
It is. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, my palms are still sweaty about this half marathon.
I know. I was literally looking at you. I was literally looking at you when we were talking about this, and I was like, Hunter's got one thing on his mind right now.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
It's Richmond's largest laser tag facility.
After you finish that run, and you like whenever you're out of the hospital and everything, you're gonna eat the biggest. They
have a pizza party. They have a pizza party at the race. Why do you think I signed up for this?
It's built for you.
You're supposed to be there with me, Trevor. This was built for us.
I have double ankle sprains. You know it.
That's your own fault.
Hey, I will say
this place looks pretty good.
I can't get through.
Doesn't
admittedly,
look like
trying to be honest, I'm not a runner.
You're a track star.
I'm a track star.
Ground
you're gonna run away when it gets hard.
I can't run a whole mile without stopping.
Yes, you can.
What are you talking about?
You ran 5.
Yeah, you ran 5 miles.
Yeah, but like even like, but I still have to like walk for a little bit and then go run again.
Well, so like I was reading online, and this one person that finished this Colonial one was talking about like how brutal it was, but they said that their half marathon strategy has always been they run 3 minutes and walk 1 minute the entire race.
Yeah, that's what. Whenever I say stopping, I don't mean stopping.
Yeah,
I mean
walking.
Yeah. So like I can't run like without walking.
I'm just trying to think. Like I think I'm gonna get on Google Street View, and I think I'm gonna just try to see what these hills are.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. Yeah, but you're not gonna be able to get in those paths though.
Well, it's so confusing because everyone mentions that you're on this running path, but if you look at the course, it's like it's a road. Like if I look at the course map, it's on a road. So these running paths must be right next to a road.
It's just a single lane road, man. Single lane road.
But also running through woods for like 10 miles, that's going to suck because there's nothing cool to look at. Like the first part, you're running by like the governor's mansion and
yeah, downtown would be nice. Those first 2 miles, man.
We get walked to the starting line with a drum line.
Come on,
and a colonial.
That's cool.
Colonial,
that's
like,
awesome.
That's so cool.
And then they shoot off a black powder rifle for your start.
Dang.
Maybe you just ask them to shoot you.
Are you drinking?
Hey,
are you
just aim
drinking?
that?
Are you drinking out of like a mule skin like sack?
Come on, dude.
What? You guys playing archery tag while you're running?
I want to talk about it, dude.
I mean,
But yes, I was saying that to say that usually I suck at running. I have very poor endurance, but I'm a very fast runner. My comfortable run is like pretty fast, just because I do have like longer legs.
you do got some long legs on you.
I've been told while I'm running that I have a very nice stride.
Oh,
I've been told that.
he's got a nice stride.
My mom always told me that growing up, but I thought it was just because she was my
just
mom.
gaslighting you.
But then a lot of other people have said that as well. And it's just because I have long legs and a short torso. But like
Don't discredit yourself.
I'm so
man.
Come on,
stupid. Just kidding. What was I saying? But my endurance is terrible with it. But yesterday I ran half a mile and it didn't feel that bad. And I was like, hey, because last time, because we ran just like,
Good for you, dog.
we were running just 200 meters on last Tuesday. We ran 200 meters a lot, but it was like part of our reps. But the 200 meters every time felt like the worst thing in the world. Now, it was because we were doing a bunch of workouts in between it. But this time I was like, this is going to suck. Where our warm up is to run 400 meters, which I know is not that big of a deal to everyone else. But to me, it was a big deal because I hate running. But wasn't that bad. No, we ran 400 meters is all the way around the building. So quarter mile. We ran 2 400 meters. So half a mile. And I was very surprised because I didn't have to like stop for a second and like walk and then and then run again. I was able to keep going.
You're turning into a beast.
Yeah. So you
You're
know what,
Mr.
Hunter?
Beast.
I'll go to the half marathon
do it?
with you.
Dang.
That's funny.
Thanks, man.
I just don't want to have to sit at this desk on next Wednesday and be like, I couldn't do it. And I'm like,
That's
in a
not.
stretcher.
That's just not gonna
I'm
happen.
You're gonna be in a wheelchair.
That's just not gonna happen. I'm way too.
I
confident
don't
in
know why. I'm glad you're confident
I'm
in
so
me.
confident in
I'm
you.
not.
I am confident.
I was
I've-
confident in
because
January.
I've seen your
I think you're being a
faithfulness
little
to this
baby.
running.
In January-
yeah, I think he is being a little
in
You are
baby.
being a
January,
baby.
I was like,
I think you're trying to set yourself up for a good story.
no.
Of like, I
wanna-
was so out of it, and then you know what?
Yeah,
I wanna
all of a
finish.
sudden I found this next gear, dude, and
I've
I
never
realized it was
found
all
that
about
next gear.
family.
Vin
That's
Diesel
serious.
just appeared to me.
If you don't pee yourself, I will be disappointed in you.
There are bathrooms on
That
the
is
way.
a good point.
There are
though. You
bathrooms
need
on
to
the
just
way.
let it fly.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe try to do that on the starting line when
Last
everyone
mile.
around me. just
Just starts dripping down your leg. Just warming up, guys.
Just making
warming
eye
up.
contact with someone just peeing on my leg. I also like it's gonna be one of those days where we start our run at like there's a Barstool does a
What?
Barstool does a game show thing.
Yeah.
And this dude
The
on
Dirty
for
Dozen,
Barstool.
dude.
No, it's not that. It's like a Barstool across America.
I'm stupid.
And this
80
dude,
days
his
around-
name's
around the
Look
world.
at that
80
weather
days.
though. 52 and sunny.
Well, that's the problem is we're gonna start when it's cold-ish.
That's like good running temp though.
But then like 2 hours in. But like I don't know, do I go like just shorts and embrace the cold
Yes.
for the first few miles?
Yes.
Yeah.
You definitely do not want to
But
get
then people
hot.
won't be able to tell I peed myself.
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, they will. Be dripping down your leg.
But no, anyways, this guy Dana.
Wear white shorts in case you crap yourself.
This guy Dana, he like would start it off and like before the challenge, he would pee himself to
Yeah.
intimidate the other team.
The funniest.
They were like in like unitards. His would be like blue. They're like, all right, Dana, you're up next. And you just stand there and just like stare at him and just slowly you just see this thing.
I could not do that.
I can't do it.
I could not do
so
that.
you gotta have like some serious confidence to pee
I don't know if
that.
it's confidence. You just gotta
Yeah.
really not care.
I think
That
that's
is confidence.
I don't know if that's confidence. I think it's a little bit of like you don't have social awareness.
No, I don't know. I think it could be either. It could be either, but I think if you're peeing yourself
What was
without
funny
social
is,
awareness,
like-
you have a real lack of social awareness.
What was funny was they would like they would then go into like physical challenges where like they're all jumping in a ball pit or something, and he's just like in there,
Soaking
everyone's in
wet.
there, and he's like climbing around, people trying to get stuff. You're like, he has pee all over him.
That is so
So like you know,
That's so
like
funny.
I'm reaching for a flag, and he's like crawling up my back, and I'm like, I just have his pee all over my
That's
back.
disgusting.
I like the
That's
thought.
what I want to be.
Poop yourself or you're not a real
The
man.
thought of me like peeing my pants at this age, like how uncomfortable that would feel to just
Yeah.
have warm pee dripping all over.
Yeah,
Like,
it
That
would
should
be
be a
very
punishment
uncomfortable.
for a video.
You
You had to pee your
yes,
yourself.
I don't think I could. But see, I don't think I could ever do it.
Well, we'll let you have like a change of clothes and everything.
no,
like,
no, no.
ready.
Like I don't think I could like get myself to do it.
You could
could.
do it if you were just chugging water and you couldn't go to the bathroom.
I'm
if I
telling you
relaxed
right now,
I could pee myself
I'm
right
super pee shy. Like I don't think I could do it.
I
think
mean,
of waterfalls.
whenever I was a kid,
Like,
I jump in the ocean, I could just let it fly, no problem. Like
I
just
would
pee
have to be-
now. If I get in the ocean and I've got to pee really bad, I just can't do it. Like it won't. My body won't let
If
me.
I
do
was-
it. Yeah, I don't know why.
In the ocean?
Yeah.
Oh, I can definitely.
For some reason, I don't know what it is.
But if there
I
was a
think it's
camera
because I think a
pointed at
shark's
me-
gonna chop me off.
Everybody's staring at me, camera on me, like for the bit. There's no shot I'm able to get
So
pee.
how funny would that be? Just
It would be.
lose.
I would. It would
It's
be
a
really
live
funny.
stream. It's a live stream just on Trevor the whole time, and he has to stay on the
He has
live
to
stream
stand there
until he
and
pees
pee.
his pants.
I would accept that. It'd be. That's really funny.
You have.
Or how about
What-
this?
what-
What about this?
what
You
our
either have
audience
to
think
you
is
have to
funny.
get an ace or pee your pants, and we make it a really hard hole. It's like it's not going to happen.
I'd pee my pants. Like, would our audience find that funny?
Well, let's
No.
ask them. Do you guys think that's
No,
funny?
I don't think they would.
Like,
Are
and
you
like at
kidding
the
me?
end of the
If the
video-
live stream title pops up and it says Trevor aces or he has to pee his pants,
Yeah,
that's
you're right.
so
That's
funny.
hilarious.
That's
until,
so funny.
Until
dude.
it's really uncomfortable and Trevor's just standing in front of the camera like, I don't think I can do it. he's just actually just sitting there trying to pee his pants.
It's like this is the live stream. Trevor's just like,
Oh, it'd be so funny.
Gosh.
We're doing
Can
that.
everybody close their eyes?
We're
Everybody
doing
close their
that.
eyes.
We're doing that. We're doing that. Somebody, we gotta have to do that. That's so funny.
And then there's just gonna be a video of you on the internet. Of you just peeing
And here's
your
the,
pants.
and then I get arrested because we're like at a park. And
Well,
it's
no,
indecent
Yeah, wait.
exposure.
we can't do it. We have to do it like we can't, there's nowhere to do it.
Yeah,
I think it's just like the punishment is you just have to pee your pants. So like you
peeing
come,
your pants.
You come back to the office.
Is
you
not-
stand in the kiddie pool.
I don't think public urination it does not count if you pee your pants.
yeah, because it's not because you're not exposing
Yeah, I
yourself.
say I think the whole point, and also
You're not
the
peeing
pee,
onto your
yeah,
pants.
and the pee is also not getting anywhere, but in your pants and like all over you. Like I think the reason that there's such a thing as public urination being like a misdemeanor or whatever is because A, you're exposing yourself,
Yes.
and B, you're usually peeing on like public property or something. Like
I still think it'd be funnier if it's like here, you guys stand in the kiddie pool, just drink some water until you just like
I just don't like. I don't
You would
know.
be able to.
I think
That
my
sounds
kidney.
awful.
I think my kidney would fail or something before
I
I'd
could
be able to
100% pee myself. Like, I kind of got to pee right now. I could pee myself right now. I could stand up and do it.
I'm impressed
Should I?
because I couldn't do it.
Yeah, do it.
No,
I
don't have a
couldn't do
change
it. I
pants.
couldn't
If you don't finish this half marathon, you have to pee yourself.
I might pee myself trying to finish that marathon. I might just start peeing blood.
That'd be hardcore. Yeah, imagine if like that was the challenge and like all of a sudden I just start peeing blood. What if I like pranked you guys and had like a little like fake like blood supply like down there and you just saw like my pants just turn red and you're like, oh my gosh, Trevor, and I was like, whoa,
He's got
whoa.
robonomoditis.
That would be really funny actually. Be a good time.
That is really funny.
Anyway, peeing.
How am I supposed to live for a few more days before this thing?
Yeah, I don't know why you're so
I'm going to
worked
throw up on the starting line.
I don't know why you're so worked up. It's just a run.
It's just a run,
I've never
dude.
ran that far in my life. This is exactly
So
what I said
do
I
it.
wasn't going to do.
There's a time for you to do.
It's
you
not
would've-
time anymore.
You would have had to have done it at some point.
That is funny that you did say the whole time that you were always.
I was like,
gonna-
I want to like put myself through it before race day. And the longest run I did was 10 miles. Like I had another 5K to run after that.
Yeah, but that's nothing.
that is nothing though. You got this, bro.
How long is a half marathon?
13.1.
Yeah, that's a toughie.
Yeah. The longest I ran was 10.
Come on, Connor, dude. You know he's got that extra gear, bro.
Oh, I know he's got that extra gear.
You
I
get a
think you're gonna unlock something.
get a free-
I have this theory. You've never experienced runner's high.
I have.
You're
No,
gonna-
you've
gonna
never
get-
experienced it.
You're
You
gonna be
thought that you've
absolutely-
experienced it, but
you're
that's
gonna be
because you
off
haven't
your
pushed.
face with the running.
That's because you haven't pushed yourself this hard. You're really gonna experience. It's gonna be like your body is just
I haven't
hips.
experienced
You're gonna be
it in a
looking
long
at yourself.
time.
You're gonna
from third
only have
person, dude.
hips. You're
I
not
am
gonna
going
have
to
any
take.
legs. You're
I'm
gonna be floating.
going
You're
to
gonna be
juice
like a
myself.
VeggieTales
I'm going to take some
character.
pain meds before the race. I know that.
Oh,
What? So you're doping?
No, I'll just take some Tylenol.
I'm gonna have the
I took
anti-doping
it before my
committee on you,
5K.
bro.
that's fun. Enjoy that aspartame, loser.
Because my knees swell up.
I think it'd be
As I
interesting
run.
to see if a disc golfer just like was like juicing because like obviously they don't drug test. If they were juicing and like making it really obvious to everybody that they were like literally just like on a tee a hole one, just like popping a syringe, like how quickly that would start the conversation.
I just think the PDJ couldn't afford it.
Surely it's not that expensive.
I don't know.
If you like contract it out to like you just have to go get a drug test from like a whatever place.
Make the player pay.
No, well you could do that
Part
too.
of the contract.
Could do that too. Random drug test.
Hey, you tested
Who's the first player you would random
urine.
drug test for steroids? I'm not going down that road.
First player I random drug test for steroids?
Yeah.
I mean, if you didn't know anything about disc golf at all, you'd have to go Ezra.
Right. If you didn't know.
If you didn't
yeah.
know
If you
anything
didn't
about
know
disc golf.
him at all, yeah.
Yeah, but like once you know Ezra
All he
at
does
all,
is work out.
then you're like, yeah, okay, that's obviously natural.
The only pills he's
It'd be
popping
someone
are beans.
sneaky. I would go like Garrett Girthy.
You think he's on the juice? You think
No,
he's
I don't think any disc golfers
on,
are.
think he's on the sauce?
I don't really think so either.
I don't think any disc golfers are on
I would
steroids.
I don't think anybody's on steroids. It wouldn't shock me if at some point a disc golfer used steroids to recover from injury, because that's their living out there, and nobody's drug testing. It's a little HGH, baby. Throw it in there.
Who's had the like? Eagle isn't going to.
Well, no,
Simon?
Eagle's too holistic, man. We need somebody that plays dirty.
That's what I'm saying. Is like too many disc golfers are just nice guys.
Yep.
Yuli from his knee injury, way back.
Yeah.
How far back was that?
I don't know.
Knee injury, Yuli.
Long time ago. Knee
Paul, 2012,
break. Yep, that ankle.
ACL.
ACL rather.
Towards ACL.
That was it.
Yeah, his ankle is basically just made out of cocaine at
He
this
was
point.
taking anabolic steroids.
Do y'all remember that in 2015 there was like a whole Reddit thread because Paul posted a shirtless selfie.
Oh my gosh!
And he had
yeah.
like 2 like pimples or something on his chest, and
People thought they were
everyone
from
thought
steroid
like
needles.
swore that was his like injection points that he was shooting up.
That is so funny.
We'll never know.
It was a whole Reddit thread.
You guys,
Paul's on
anybody
steroids.
see that movie Cocaine Bear yet?
I heard about it.
No, I
Did it get good reviews? Is it out?
I'm sure it didn't, but I kind of want to see it anyway.
I'm gonna need that cocaine bear on Saturday.
Cocaine Bear.
That's what I need to do. Just hit a
It
line.
comes out the 24th. You guys gonna see it for my birthday?
No.
Yeah.
Your birthday. That's 2 days after your birthday. You're not fooling me.
Well,
I'd like to see it
like
for your
birthday
birthday.
weekend. Like that'd
Mr.
be like
Cocaine
Birthday.
Bear.
We all know your birthday's on the weekend, not the day.
yeah. That's like your birthday doesn't really count.
Trevor, what are we doing for your birthday?
Are we going to CC's? Can we go to
Dude.
CC's for my birthday?
Can we throw an actual birthday party at CC's?
Like get them to like
Yeah.
decorate? Like what do they do? Probably nothing.
I don't think they do anything. I think
We
the
could get
parents-
it. We could
I think
get
the
it.
parents usually do it.
Here's the parents.
What?
Trevor or
Brad,
Jason and Brad.
Yeah, I say Brad. If you told like don't tell them this because I don't.
They
want
listen
this.
to this.
Oh, you mean like at work?
Yeah.
I was talking about like what
I
are
was
we
gonna say,
as
you-
friends doing on your birthday? I guess you forgot we were friends.
My birthday's on like a Wednesday, man.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah.
Then. Dang it.
There ain't nothing gonna happen on my birthday.
All right.
What about your birthday weekend?
Should we play disc golf or should we do like a birthday disc golf outing?
Sure, if you want to.
Is the weekly coming back tomorrow?
That's an excellent
Butterbean.
point. Oh my gosh, dude, my evenings are just tragic these days.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. So
Thursdays,
busy.
I think, are the only time that I don't consistently have something going on.
I need the weekly though. I think I need it. I need to play some more competitive disc golf.
Same.
It's a good release. I need to convince Kenzie to get out there and start playing the weekly. She needs to practice, and then we could really have a fun time. We need to get all the wives out there. Our wives could be good at disc golf. We've all seen our wives play disc golf.
Yes.
They could be good at disc golf if they practice more than once every 6 months.
My wife works, so she doesn't get off till 4.
4 o'clock it is.
My wife doesn't like disc golf.
She's gonna learn. My wife.
Here's
doesn't.
She doesn't like the woods.
I had this idea.
We play Falling Creek every week.
She doesn't like the open.
I think she doesn't like the open. I think it'd be really
I
fun.
don't like disc golf either, but I mean I don't play it.
What did you guys think about if I did a like Get Better series, but I'm one of Robbie's students? So like I like record phone calls between him and I, or like FaceTimes or whatever.
I don't want to see a
And,
phone
like-
call between you and Robbie, man. I've seen too many.
What?
I'm not really sure how to respond to that.
How you respond?
How do you respond? My voice still isn't back.
Oh.
That's gonna be me next week, but with my legs.
Your legs still aren't back.
I'm gonna just be like walking. Like
Your legs are gonna be like.
I'm gonna walk in and be like, I didn't know this is spaghetti western.
The heck
Is that what I'm gonna say? It is now.
It is. Yeah, I was gonna say it is now. That's definitely what you're gonna
I don't
say.
know what a spaghetti western is. I just know It has the word spaghetti.
You know
in it,
what?
and my
I'm
legs
not
would be
really
like
sure
spaghetti.
either.
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
I've had
it's
Yeah,
a
it is
genre
a
of
thing.
movie.
Today.
It's a genre of movie.
Spaghetti Western. Spaghetti.
Look it up. Look it up on the internet, but don't look it up on Urban Dictionary. It's not going to be the right one.
Spaghetti Western is a broad subgenre. Oh boy.
Bless him. Bless him. Lord.
Broad subgenre of Western films produced in Europe.
Oh.
Oh,
So
it
not real Western.
emerged. It was made. Okay, most of them were produced by Italians. That's why they call them spaghetti Western. So it's racist.
That's not racist.
I mean, yeah, it's a little bit racist.
No, it's not.
It's like,
Western.
I mean, you're
I've
basically
heard that
you're basically
so many
saying because
times,
an
I never knew what it
Italian
was.
made the movie that it's a spaghetti Western.
It's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's not funny, but it's definitely
It's racist if you're drawing a negative connotation from it. I don't think there's no negative connotation there.
It would be. I would say they would probably have preferred it to just be called because like it's a film work that they made. They probably would rather just be called an Italian Western.
Yeah, I still think it's funny though.
Or just a Western. They probably would.
Or just a Western.
I think they were just cowboy and Indian movies, right?
I don't know. Probably something along those lines. Spaghetti Western. I've never heard that.
That's hilarious.
How many other
I don't know.
How many others is there? What do Americans make? What would you call the like a cheeseburger? Would you call it like
no, they're just Westerns.
like if we were making a samurai movie, would you call it a cheeseburger samurai or a diabetes samurai?
Probably.
No, but that's a negative connotation. Saying diabetes is. See? But also it's not racist because
Don't they think
American isn't a race.
fair melting pot.
Wow, we're the melting pot.
The melting pot samurai.
French also isn't a race, it's a nationality. So it can't be racist. So I think you just have a hard time defining what the word racism is.
I guess so. What is it considered if you...
Nationalism.
Is there a word for that?
I think it's just called a stereotype.
Yeah.
It's just a
Okay.
stereotype.
I don't know.
That's all it is.
Everybody likes spaghetti.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me
There's
be
no
clear. If I was
those guys are
Italian,
great.
I would be proud. I love
Yeah.
spaghetti.
You could call me Birthday Cake Konner, and I'd be like, okay. Just kidding. Please don't call me Birthday
Hey,
Cake
birthday
Konner.
cake
Hey,
Connor,
birthday
dude.
cake Connor.
Copycat Connor, dude.
All right. Well, that's the banter.
Sweaty Ed. That was the one that
Sweaty
you
Ed.
That was
liked.
it. That was it. That was what you called
Hey,
it.
Sweaty Ed.
Yeah, I remember. I
Sweaty
really
Eddie
didn't
over
like
there.
that. Yeah, I didn't like that. when you
Copycat
guys said
Connor.
that.
Sweaty Eddie.
Sweaty
I don't really
Eddie.
mind it now, but like I really didn't like it at the time.
Yeah, okay, Sweaty Ed.
All right. What sound should we end with?
I think the sound.
Of Hunter finishing the marathon.
Yeah.
Of Hunter finishing on Fort Hill.
Fortitude Hill. Apparently, you like run up and then you run into their like stadium. So apparently, you
That's
run up and you
freaking
finish.
sick.
You finish inside. Inside the gym. You finish inside. You finish-
Okay, no sound. I'm ending it.
Let's just
I'm turning it
finish
off.